Hey everyone, thank you for being here. Namaste, and all my love to you always. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. As always, we are in this together. And as part of this journey and this channel, it is my honor to be the messenger, to be the spiritual light coach, to help you find your light, to help you find your truth, and to help you come to life. And so, in doing so, I am also helping myself. And so, that's why I always say we are one in this together, okay? So you will find, if you haven't already, that I am not your typical YouTube reader. Love them. I listen to a lot of different readers. I like the astrological ones. I love to hear, about my sign. I'm a Libra. And so, but I am not typically that type of reader. I am the type of reader that gets to the heart of the matter, that gets to the soul, that helps you help us all find our light and find our truth, and to be that voice that spirit speaks through to help us on our path, on our journey, and to enlighten us in what is and what is meant to be. And in speaking of, I am guided to do a what was, what is, and what will be, what the advice is from Spirit to get us, move us forward on our path. And so I have been led to use these Colette Baron Reed Enchanted Map Oracle cards. And if you notice too, I don't use tarot too much. I am learning it. I'm fascinated by it, but I need to be more well versed in it. I do believe I am more meant to read the oracle cards, but we'll see what happens in the future. And so, as I was praying over and asking Spirit to guide us in this message, I the first card that pops out at us is the healing the ouch, right? So, on this journey, we have been healing along the way. We have been going through the sometimes painful, exhausting process of healing, of leaving behind what hasn't been working for us, what hasn't been beneficial to our spiritual growth, our path forward, and healing those pains and wounds that were deep seated within ourselves, and finding that during that process we were sort of had our eyes, sort of half open, because it was painful to see the truth. It was the truth in it and of itself isn't painful. Truth is truth. The painful part is coming into the realization that we may have perceived something differently than it really was. We weren't seeing things clearly, which was causing anguish and pain and some sort of upheaval in our lives. And we just weren't where we knew we needed to be. Um, some of us were in relationships that were not healthy for us, even though at the time we thought it was just the end all be all. And it was something that we thought would always be. And then something started to shift, and we started to open our eyes, and we started to see that there's so much more that that could make our life better, more valuable, more how do I say this? I believe that some of us opened our eyes to the types of relationships that we had around us and within us, and in our path in our lives. And I believe that some of us believed that that was how it was meant to be. It just was. It just was supposed to be. And anything would be better than not being with that person. Living in a situation where, somebody loved you with all their heart, but they couldn't commit, or somebody who was in a situation with someone else who couldn't control, who had maybe addiction problems or whatever the case may be. I feel like this healing these ouch or healing the pains and the um the blemishes within relationships that just they were painful. And so I'm hearing spirit say it's time now to live. It's time to really live. And so we were going through that painful process of, you know, opening our eyes fully and allowing ourselves to heal and allowing ourselves to be guided to where we were supposed to be. I know, and I feel and I sense that some of you were going through a very almost paralyzing place where you were scared to trust anyone. You were scared with career stuff. You were scared to trust anyone. The empty promises that yes, you'll get promoted or you'll move forward. Some of you were going through painful relationships where um, I don't want to. I'm just gonna say it like it is. Some of you were played. Some of you were made to feel as if you were the one, but then there was no commitment, or maybe you were subservient to somebody who had control issues. Whatever the case may be, we were going through a painful process. I believe this has been going on for a while. I believe this process has been going on for a while. And I know in 2019 it was sort of like, how much more of this can I take, and then towards the end of 2019, I believe we were starting to open our eyes and finally realize this isn't where I'm supposed to be. Spirit, guide me and lead me to where I am supposed to be so I can feel complete. I can feel worthy. I can feel like I can trust someone. I can feel as if I'm valued, as if I'm a equal part in this partnership or relationship, where I can feel as if I can give and receive, not just give. I do believe that some of you went through some of that. I also believe that some of you went through a stage where you felt as if your partner, as if you were supposed to accept things the way they were because you were meant to be with that person. So you sacrificed and you believed fully in this is just a process and he or she will come around. But they didn't. So then you felt a little bit betrayed by your own belief, your own perception, and what you thought was. But then, in that process of healing, our guides, our angels, our soul, our inner light, our inner compass started to speak louder and louder and louder. And finally, we realized I don't have to live this kind of life. I'm worth more than that. I'm worthy of respect. I'm worthy of honest love. I'm worthy of trust and trusting somebody. I am worthy of living a good life because I'm a good person. Okay? So we were going through that process. And so here we are in this metamorphosis where we are coming out of that shell. We're coming out of that place where we felt trapped. We felt locked in. We felt as if we were, sort of put your hands in the air and sort of just give up, or, we're coming out of that place where we felt stagnant, like our growth was stunted, like, there's something more. And so now we're in this place of metamorphosis, right? We are in this place of metamorphosis. We're coming out of that box. We're coming out of that, metaphorical jail cell. We're coming out of that place where we felt as if our creativity was stifled. We came are coming out of that place where we can start to feel passion again. We're coming out of that place where we feel energized, and we feel like there's not just hope, but there is something coming in for us because we have allowed ourselves to go through that pain, that terrible pain, that realization of what we thought was only part of the process. And then we realized, hello, universe, I'm here. And I know that you will give me what I am certain belongs with me. And what belongs with me is truth. What belongs with me is respect. What belongs with me is honest, everlasting love, faithful and truthful. What belongs with me is financial stability. What belongs with me is good health. What belongs with me is being valued, being a valuable contribution to society. What belongs with me is being a valued employee, receiving the salary, the money that I deserve. What belongs with me is good friends, good relationships, honest relationships. What belongs with me is the ability to manifest what belongs with me. Self-respect. No longer a hidden gem, but one that's shining bright in my world, your world, in the universe, in your place, in your environment. What belongs with me is the sincere spiritual growth, the longing to learn, the higher learning of your higher self, your spirituality, your belief in your divine creator, and your place in this world, your life purpose, the meaning of why you're here. What belongs with me is this metamorphosis into who I'm truly supposed to be. No longer feeling like, a fuzzy caterpillar or, someone that's tied up and caught up in a stagnant place. Now we're blossoming into this beautiful butterflies, flying free and allowing that the winds of change to carry us to that beautiful place and space where we're supposed to be. We are in the process of this beautiful metamorphosis into something brand new that we never thought possible. We are in this metamorphosis of this beautiful place that, even though we are one energy, one love, one light, one source, we have our individual beautiful paths. We are all painted. If you see the butterflies, how beautifully ornate they look. Their wings are they look like someone painted them. We are those beautiful creatures with unique paintings, unique designs, blowing in the breeze in the right direction, because we choose and we allow ourselves to grow and to morph into something so amazing and beautiful. And along the way, along the journey, we are experiencing the beautiful energy of God's divine love, the wisdom, the learning, the growth, being the teacher, being the student, being the co-pilot in this beautiful path that we're on. And so Spirit says, look at you. Look at you. Look where you came from. Look where you're going. Look at this beautiful butterfly. Look at this beautiful, just coming together in alignment. And look at this sacred pool of divine love, support, and protection. This is your inner sanctuary, your sacred space within. This is who you are becoming, because you are allowing yourself to access this sacred pool, this sanctuary within yourself that has always been. You just weren't able to access it because you were going through this. Okay? You were going through this, thinking you were in it alone, unable to move. But look at you. Spirit says, I'm so proud of you. Look how beautiful. You're seeing the beauty of who you are now. You're seeing that inside of you that you never thought you would see, that you never imagined in a million years, that you would get to know the real you. And so as we are on this journey, we are becoming free. We are becoming those winged creatures that fly with grace into the unknown. But yet we know that we can trust what is coming for us, because we now trust ourselves. We are morphing into that beautiful place of trust within ourselves. This journey is not for the faint of heart, I'll tell you that. But look what becomes of us. Look what comes from it. Look what comes from having to go through this, right? Being in that sacred place, experiencing the joy of freedom, like a breath of fresh air. And so Spirit says, follow your compass, follow your light, fly to freedom, follow that path that, I think of the yellow brick road from Wizard of Oz, right? Follow that heart of yours, that tree of life that is you. So uniquely designed, beautifully orchestrated. The world needs you. You need you. We need you. So hold on for the ride and just let it be. For this is a magical time in our lives, guys. This is a magical time, a time to shine, a time to be, a time to love. This is us, our time. I'm going to bring all my stones in because I feel the presence of such healing power here. I feel the presence of the divine shining down upon us. And like a mirror, the reflection that comes from that divine light shining on us, we see how far we've come. Let us be the healers we're supposed to be. Let us be the free spirit, the ones who love, the ones who receive love, the ones who teach, the ones that learn. And let us be in that place of receiving all that we are to receive, so we can move forward in this beautiful space and time. I hope you have enjoyed this message, and I have enjoyed being here with you today. All my love, guys. We are all in this together. We are blessed with a beautiful love and guidance of our angels, our guides, and our divine being, creator. Thank you again for being here. We'll talk soon.